McCall here, and welcome to my kitchen. So I wanted to do a video today, and by the way, I just got home from work, so I'm still in my school clothes, but it's all good. I wanted to do a video today on juicing because I've had a lot of people who have watched my videos, or either people who know me locally. They always want to know what I'm doing to take care of myself, or what they can do to help with their issues. And there was a question that I posted last week on Facebook, and it was asking the question about, what illness you had been dealing with. And so, and at the end of that, if you responded, then hopefully you saw the response where I said to definitely be making sure that you are keeping an eye on my wall, my Facebook wall, because I'm going to be coming to you with some wonderful, wonderful tips about your particular illness. And this is definitely one of them. I'm videoing this one, but this is the one that I am most passionate about. So let's see, I think it was right after or before our 5th child, Micah, was born. My husband especially got into this juicing, and I remember him seeing. I remember us sitting down, and we began watching this video called "Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead." Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead. The guy who did this documentary, his last name is Cross, and I will have his full name underneath the description underneath the video for you to let you know exactly what his name is, so that you can go and also look his information up. So the name of the documentary, the guy that did the documentary, his name is Joe Cross. I found that out. All right, so basically he showed in the video about how he had been suffering for some major autoimmune deficiency or autoimmune diseases. So some of you even put down some of those diseases. Like I know he wasn't dealing with this, but he did say that he had been dealing with some type of autoimmune disease. And some of you put that you were dealing with lupus. And really anything that is chronic to me is like major autoimmune deficiency type of ordeal. So whether it's cancer or it's chronic stomach problems, whatever it may be, you have an issue, obviously. And so I watched this video, and it was amazing how this guy really transformed his life through juicing. And so ever since we watched that, our lives were really changed from that moment. And we became super passionate about it. My husband especially, he as soon as he could, he went out and bought a juicer, and then he lost lots of weight. And even though we don't juice as much as we did before, we still put it into our lifestyle. So it might not necessarily be a daily thing for us, but it's definitely sometimes a weekly thing. We'll juice once or twice within the week. Sorry. Or, it'll be a monthly thing. So we incorporate it because of the great benefits of it. It tastes fantabulous, and it's super healthy for us. So, and we want to maintain what we have been doing, and this is what we are able to do. So when I got off of work today, I went to the grocery store, and I'll tell you it was Ingles to be exact. Now, usually, honestly, I think that Walmart is cheaper, and if we had an everyday local fruit stand type of thing, then I think I would rather go there. Just to, help out small businesses. I love small businesses. And because, it seems like it's more fresh. I don't know. I just get something out of being able to buy it right off of the fruit stand versus buying it from a place where I know has, a lot of people have touched it. That's what I'm trying to say. So, but anyways, went to the grocery store. I think I spent about $20 on the things that I'm going to show you here. And we're going to mix a special juice today. So if you watch the Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead documentary, by the way, I know I just said it, but you need to watch it. After you watch this, you need to watch this video. If you are saying like, I really, really want to juice. I know the benefits of it. I really want to juice. I want to lose weight. I want to feel healthy. You got to watch this video. Another great documentary is called Super Juice Me. That is probably one of my favorite one of the two, even though both of them are really great. But it's my favorite one because for a lot of you can relate to a lot of the people who are on that show. There was a guy in particular who was on that show, and he was taking up to 70-something pills a day. I'm not kidding. And he looked, I mean, when you looked at him, he was swollen, super short guy, overweight. When he went to bed, he was on oxygen machine or a breathing machine. I mean, it was horrible. It's like, who wants to live that way? And we're all capable of coming into this condition because we are imperfect. We're humans. And because of the things that we expose ourselves to, whether it's the foods that we're eating or if it's the pollutions that are in the air that our skin, which is our largest organ, is absorbing. All of this affects what's going on the inside of our bodies, guys, whether it's intentional or if it's not intentional. So a lot of you who responded on that post, really, when it comes down to it, guys, it has a lot to do with what we're putting in our body. And at the end of the day, like, I know we go to the hospital and stuff, and I believe in doctors. I believe in nurses. I believe in this field. If it were not for them, where would a lot of us be, right? So what I'm about to say has nothing to do with that. What I have to say is to the pharmaceutical world, and that's where all of these new medications and stuff are being formulated with unnatural things. And they are used to treat the symptoms of what's really going on. So it's like a Band-Aid, a temporary bandage. And it's like when you put one Band-Aid on, and this Band-Aid has it'll treat that one symptom, but it's got a lot of other stuff that could affect other things in your life. And so you put that Band-Aid on, and then, a few months later, you're going to have to get another type of Band-Aid and put it on that. And so all of a sudden you've got all these Band-Aids on, you're uncomfortable because of that. And then of course it's not really dealing with the main issue. For example, I've suffered most of my life from candida, which is an overgrowth of yeast in my body. And how I knew this is through, research from really getting super tired of feeling not so great. And it escalated as I began having babies, because all of a sudden I started having issues that I've never dealt with in my life, like major allergies and all that kind of stuff. And so I had to figure out what was going on. Well, a lot of people treat their allergies with medications. And then those medications don't do anything else. And then all of a sudden, you've got migraines and you've got other issues going on. And you're like, okay, excuse me, I had allergies and now I've got this. And so I got to take medication to help with this. And before long, you're all drugged up all the time. That's how you live. That's your life. And I did not want to do that, My testimony is pretty long with that. And I'm going to try not to waste your time with it too much. But I just want to let you know, I understand how a lot of you feel, which is why I'm so passionate about it. My thing may not be your thing, but we are all in the same boat to an extent. And I'll say I was, to an extent, because at the end of the day, we're feeling miserable because of something that's going on in our body, something that is not good. And so basically, I got on this bandwagon, and I did some other things as well, which if you go to my blog, which I will, which is www.melissabrownmccall.com. If you go to my blog, you'll be able to see some of the things that I have exposed myself to help me along this journey. Because at the end of the day, if I can feel better, which I have been, that's what counts the most. So this juice that I'm going to show you, Joe Cross calls it the Mean Green Juice. And it is one of the healthiest juices. It is super refreshing. It has wonderful superfoods in it. And it's like I said, it's one of my favorite ones because I like the way it tastes also. So when I went to the store, like I said, I paid about $20 for this bundle. And here I have some kale. Okay, I bought 2 bundles of kale, and there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bundles in this, and you're going to need quite a few leaves for the juice that we're gonna make. Okay, so I bought 2 of those. Those were priced at about $4 a piece. Then I bought a bag of celery here. All right, so this isn't like the kind that, you know, if you went to the farmer's market or something, you could get it super fresh. You could obviously see that it's been touched by a lot of people, but oh well. So here's the bag of celery because I'm going to need that. And then I bought a bag of apples. So celery was like $1.99. I bought a bag of these golden apples here. They were on sale for like $3.99 or something like that, which is kind of high. And then the cucumbers here I bought for like 90 something cents a piece. So I got 4 of those because I'm going to need 3 of those, and then a lemon. And then you have the option of adding ginger, which I thought we had, so we don't have that, but also keep that in mind. Ginger is also in this recipe. All right, in a minute I'm going to get these washed up, and then I'm going to go over here and I will record exactly how I'm juicing it. All right, guys, so here are the ingredients to the Mean Green Juice. You need 1 cucumber, 4 celery sticks, 2 apples, 6 to 8 leaves of kale, half of a lemon, and it's optional to add 1 inch of ginger for a little spice and other health benefits, or 4 to 6 cloves of garlic. This is great for people who have major allergy issues. All right, so here we go. So I'm here at my counter. Hi guys! And I'm so excited to be able to show you how this is done. So the first thing I'm going to start with is 1 cucumber. You only need 1. You know, cucumber is a really great thing. This is firm, it's not wrinkly. You want to get something that looks super healthy. It's got some great health benefits to it. You can either cut it or, peel it, or not peel it. You don't have to. The skin has some really great health benefits, especially like with blood pressure and all of that. I'm also using 2 apples, of course. 2 apples are great. I cut 1 in half already, but I'm about to cut that half in half, so I'm going to end up making 4 quarters into the apples. Just want to give you like some really quick health benefits about the cucumber and the apple while I'm doing this. So the cucumber is really great for acidic levels in your body, and it's great for also helping to regulate your blood pressure. I love that. So if you're having any issues with you know, water retention or anything like that, or normalizing your body temperature, it's really good for that too. Any type of inflammation like with arthritis and that sort of thing, it's great. And then of course for puffy eyes, we know that we put that over our eyes to help to bring out the water there, and so many more things. And then of course apples are just really high in vitamin A and C, and they're also good for asthma, great for athletes as well. Just whenever you've had a really tough workout and stuff. So it's really great for that too. It's great for bone protection. Anybody dealing with constipation, it's great to mix with some carrot juice. And then if you are having issues with like fibromyalgia, apples have a really great source of malic acid, which basically plays an important role in improving your muscle performance and reversing that muscle tiredness and stuff. It's great for lung cancer prevention too. And I love that it's great for digestion. It's a natural laxative. So when you drink that juice, it just helps to aid in your bowel movements, which is great. So we've also, you saw that I had a lemon there as well, and I used half of a lemon. If you know anything about apples, when they're sitting out, they usually start to turn brown. So this lemon helps them not to start to turn. It does the same thing in your juice. So when it does that, the more the browner it is, then basically it's hard. It's not as good. Okay, that's the best way that I can sum it up. And of course, using some celery and all of that great stuff is beneficial. So read more in my blog. By the way, could you eat all of this? We're about to drink it. Hi guys. Okay, so now that you have seen how I prep before juicing, now we're actually going to do the juicing. So, there's a little piece of apple stem. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do that now, and I can't wait for you to see how green this is going to be. I hope you were able to see the picture of the juicer that we use, the brand that we use. It's by the company Breville. So this has been a really great investment. Like, we didn't buy this and just kind of sit it in our pantry closet. This is sitting out on our counter, unfortunately. I have to come up with a system where we can easily tuck this away so that it's not just hanging out on our counter. But it does, and we do use it often, very often. I won't say daily like we used to, but there are times when we'll go on our detox fix and then we're like, okay, we're just going to fast for, a few weeks. So this is not one of those periods for us right now, but I still wanted to share this with you because of the health benefits. So here we go. Alright guys, so here you can see I am done. I have a little bit of foam there at the top, and you can look at and see the color of this mean green. Oh my gosh, doesn't it look tasty? Okay, so now I am going to basically show you how we store it. So usually when we prepare, because there's two of us and both of us are usually drinking, and we like to prepare our juices for a longer period of time. So it's not like just for that moment, but we try to do it at least for a day or two, okay? Because the juice will usually last as far as its potency for a couple of days. So we like to prepare ahead of time. So usually this is up to here, then we'll get a bigger pitcher and we'll pour it over, then we'll do another and just fill that pitcher up, okay? So let me show you though how we store it in the refrigerator so that if you are wanting to prepare ahead of time like that, because that's super easy for you, then you can do that too. So I'll be right back. Hold on. Okay, so I went into my cabinet, and in my cabinet I actually store I guess I should show you. I store our canning jars in there. Let me move this out of the way. Just a normal canning jar, and we have some of them labeled for like when like which juice in the day that this should be or whatever. But anyways, it's just a normal canning jar, okay, top and all, and we store them in these, so it's super easy. I'm just going to pour this over in here, and I kind of like to stir it up just a little bit so it kind of mixes up the green so it's not separated, and secure that top there. Ooh, look at that, look at that, look at that. Oh, y'all, that is going to be so yummy. Okay. And there you go. We secure the top. And this is how I store it inside. So once we have all, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total. Once we have secured them, then we put them right back in this. This is for my juicing. And we store this container, slide it into the refrigerator, and all of it's stored right there. Okay, so this is how I keep up with all of them neatly in my cabinets, and then also how I keep up with it neatly in my refrigerator so we don't have juices everywhere. Okay, so super yummy, super easy. This is our mean green juice. Now, if you really want to take it to a whole nother level, add some ice cubes to it. So that's what I'm going to do right quick. Give me 1 second. Alright, so I just went and I grabbed a couple of ice cubes here. Gonna stuff that baby right there. Ooh, and it is brimming to the top. You can hear it crack-a-lacking because it's in some hot juice. Now, I'll be honest with you, like, the juice tastes so much better when you have ice in it. So much better when you have ice in it. So, if you think you're going to be funny about this and stuff, serve it over some really, really cold ice. Of course, ice is cold, so I guess that was a dumb statement. But really, like, serve it with ice. It's just so much better. And the cucumber is just so cooling, as I mentioned before. And so cheers to better health, all right? Y'all, seriously, this is like the bomb. And if you're afraid about whether or not it's going to be sweet, the apple is what does it. 2 apples, you don't want to put too much sugar into it, but those apples really, whew, super yummy. Okay, holla. All right, guys, so it's cleanup time now, but, you know, I just want to thank you so much for joining me here, and really, like, I want you to try this, even if you feel like you're afraid, guys, your health is worth it. Your health is not worth what you've been doing to it, and a lot of the issues that you have, they're curable. I don't care what anybody else says, they are curable. Y'all, I have seen miracles happen, not only within other people, but also within my own life. And what it's going to take, it's going to take you being consistent. It's going to take you being, consistent and committed. You know, you've got to be patient with the process. You didn't get like that overnight, and it's not going to happen overnight. God has given us the natural things. He's put us on this earth. Why on earth do you think that he would put us on an earth where we could not heal ourselves without an answer to what we need? And I strongly believe in the power of healing foods and the natural healing foods. The things that grow out of the ground, those types of things. And if you think about it, it only makes sense that the way you're feeling is because of what you're putting in your body. This is one of those times when that statement about you are what you eat really does come to life. Now, I know you probably look at other people and you say, well, they eat the same thing and they don't look like me, or they eat the same thing and they don't feel like me. Well, there are other things going on in their bodies. Everybody's body responds differently. You know, it might take them longer to get to a certain state if they keep doing what they're doing than it took you. It really depends on how your parents' bodies were and how that affected your makeup, you know, what was going on in your mom's womb and what was going on in her body. And I see that as a testament even to my own children. You know, when I was pregnant, I was not doing the things that I should have been doing to help make sure that those babies came in the absolute healthiest, unfortunately. And so now I'm seeing that because of the major yeast overgrowth that was in my system throughout my whole body. It transferred to my children. And even though they may not have the same issues that I have, but I see it in other areas. You know, like one child has eczema. I have eczema, but, you know, several of them, not one, several of them have eczema. One has a worse case of it. Another, let's see, stinky breath. Okay? And I know this is crazy, but stinky breath has a lot to do with your gut, guys. It has a lot going on with your gut, you know, which also goes back to the candida, overgrowth of yeast. So, you know, they're like coming out in all kinds of different ways. But this is good stuff. If you won't eat your vegetables because of the major acidic pH levels going on in your body, then this is a great way to start. Because as you could see, I didn't chomp or chew on all of those vegetables in that tray. But they're right here. They also came in a fiber, and the fiber is what you would get in a smoothie. So a lot of people, when they talk about juicing, they're like, oh yeah, I juice, but they really don't. Like, they put all of their fruits and vegetables in a blender, and they blend it up, but it has all of the fiber. Hold on 1 minute, and I'll show you what that looks like. All right, babe. Oh, gosh. I can't get this. Oh. Duh. All right, so what does all of that fiber look like? Oh, God. Okay. Don't want to break this on camera. I'm hungry too. That's so good. All right, so I'm collecting all of my fiber in this bag. And this is what it looks like. Okay? Whew. So that's all that stuff that gets you full. And we just extracted all of the juice out of it. We squeezed it really, really hard. All the apples and the celery. And see, there's a peel of an apple. Okay, so we squeezed it out. We squeeze it out and put it in juice form, and it makes it so much doable. Now, if you were to put this, like if you were to do a smoothie type of thing, then you're going to get full. This you don't get full off of. You've got to drink, you know, quite a few of them. You're not going to get full off of them. So make sure that, you know, when you're doing that, you're keeping this in mind. You know, yeah, you could just do one meal, and you might be hurting for a few weeks. I'll admit it, because your stomach's not used to that. But if you do, I guarantee you're going to lose a lot of weight. Now, you want to not just think about losing weight instantly, a lot of it in a short amount of time. You really want to think about what you can do to incorporate a lifestyle change. So like for us, you know, my husband, he lost a lot of weight, but then he didn't maintain those things to keep it. So he gained some of his weight back. And, you know, and now what we do is we incorporate it into what we are already doing. So we knew already that we weren't going to be able to juice for the rest of our lives. Juice only. That's what I'm trying to say. Juice only. We like eating solids, like most of you. But basically, this has given us a way to restore our bodies. It's given us a way to do that. And so this is perfect, guys. Start juicing today. If you do decide to start juicing, I want you to hit me up. Ask me any questions about it, because I'm a really big fan of it, and I love to answer any questions, concerns that you have about it. And I hope you really got something from this. Please share this with people that you know that are suffering from high blood pressure, suffering from high cholesterol, suffering from autoimmune diseases, tiredness, fatigue, migraines. I'm telling you, if you do a lifestyle change and begin healing your body from the inside out, you will be changed. And then, I don't know, you just be changed. So, thank you guys so much for tuning in. www.melissabrownmccall.com. Go there, check out all the links that are below in the description, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the next video. Hey guys, y'all want some juice? Y'all want to try mommy's juice? Okay. Here. For you. And for you. Do you know what's in this?
It's that kale and that apple and cucumber.
Uh-huh, yep. And what else?
Lettuce.
That's kale.
Kale.
You mean celery?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so go ahead and taste it. Okay, so they're not stopping, obviously. Is it good?
Mm-hmm.
Like super good?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so there you go, guys. Like, this is no joke, the best way to get fruits and veggies. All right, Yuri, to get fruits and veggies in your children. They will love it. Start them out young now. Don't make them scared of it. This is nothing to be afraid of. This is good stuff. All right, you better drink that, baby. Now do a little happy dance.